What's up? This your boy CJ Goodfella, back with another Motor City Lions talk video here to just break down what we seen Sunday after a terrible loss by the Lions, 7-24 versus the Carolina Panthers. And you have to just look at it overall and just say it was just a bad day for the Lions. Um, it was some momentum breakers in there that really took our momentum early in the game. We had a lot of momentum going early. Matt Stafford was on point with the ball. He was spreading it around. At one point, he hit 5 or 6 different receivers. They was marching up the field, and when they marched, they was just marching up the field with ease. And then when they came down to about the red zone area, they was just, Carolina would get that stop, and you have to put that on the offense for not breaking through to get those touchdowns. And that's something they still familiarizing with. Is how to get the offense all the way on point and hit on all cylinders. And that's not a problem because it's a new offense and they're still learning each other. And you're gonna have some problems like red zone off scoring in the red zone. I really, I'm really not mad at that point because it's still a new offense. The line's still learning and getting better. So you don't get as mad. I know I wasn't mad. I'm like, they take the field goals, but when you go down there and you miss two 49-yard field goals, that's easily to make. It wasn't too much wind out there. And you turn the ball over, you drop pass by Joy Bell. A fumble by Joy Bell, and then he dropped the pass on third down, and it almost was a fumble. You get down there and you start just being lackadaisical and being lazy with the ball, and you're not getting the points. It really took away from the Lions' momentum early because they had the Carolina Panthers on their heels defensively. But then you look at the defensive side of the ball, and you say the defense played good for 2.5 quarters, 3 quarters. They tried to hold their own, but if you're not getting the offensive support, it's hard to go out there and get those 3-and-outs and get those stops on third down. And the Lions were getting stops, but just later in the game, they started to get tired. They started to break down. They had some injuries out there, and Cassius Vaughn had to come and play the nickel. And it wasn't. It was getting too hard for them to be out there. They was out of breath and excuse me. They was just doing some things that just showed that their stamina was low and they was fatigued. But overall, the defense played well until the end. And when you have no offensive support, it's hard to keep going out there and trying to get those stops after stops. And people say Matt Stafford accuracy was off, and if you really watch the game, he was really on point. It was just when he was trying to force the ball to Megatron. You can't just go down and turn to the old Matt Stafford now trying to just force the ball to Calvin every time. You have to go through your reads. You have to continue to use those reads. Golden Tate, Ebron, Fourier, Pettigrew, Fuller, Ross. You have to go through those reads, and that's one thing he was doing beautiful early, and he just came back to the old Stafford down the stretch. But it's not a make or break loss for the Lions. They was on the road. They played well for three. Defense played well for 3 quarters. It just broke down at the end. They got tired from being out there all that time. The Lions started going 3-and-out and putting shorter drives together. And you couldn't have that. But as far as the kicking situation, man, we really need to find us a new kicker. But Freeze is young. But I don't have a lot of patience for kickers. I'm used to having a Jason Hanson back there, automatic. But we have to find us a good kicker very soon. And that's pretty much about it. It was just a loss that you move on from. You're gonna get better towards the end of the season. We home next week versus Green Bay. Look out for my prediction video on that. But we gone.